Hi, everyone, and happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. I'm Precious Osageresa, and welcome to MCBA, The Daily Dose. This is episode 12. We have a very fun topic today, very interesting topic, one that a lot of us woke up to, and that is Sean Diddy Combs purchasing Cresco and Columbia Care. So I'm ready to dive into it. I'm going to read a little bit about the headline. Feel free to drop comments or your thoughts in the comment boxes, whether you're watching on LinkedIn, Twitter, or Facebook. I know everyone's interested as to how this came about, but let's get right into it. So right here it says that, and this is from Ganjapreneur for anybody who wants to follow along. I will drop the link in the comments box shortly. All right, but this is from Ganjapreneur. It says that Sean Diddy Combs has agreed to purchase the cannabis operations of Cresco Labs Inc. and Columbia Care in 3 states for up to $185 million, according to the Wall Street Journal. The deal still requires regulatory approval, and the company would need to divest assets in several states before it's finalized. It goes on to say that under the proposal, the new company controlled by Combs would acquire 9 retail stores and 3 production facilities in New York, Massachusetts, and Illinois. Combs would pay the company $110 million in cash and $45 million in debt financing, plus additional money based on certain market growth milestones. And if we all remember, a couple months ago, Cresco and Columbia Care agreed to merge in March in a $2 billion deal. Sean Combs also in this article went on to just talk about, disparities in the cannabis industry and really why he joined. I wanted to bring this on because there's been a new, I wouldn't say new, but, we're watching a lot of celebrities or highly influential people come into the cannabis space. And it's always, really interesting, whether it's with our merger, acquisition, purchase, or even starting a brand from the bottom up. Sean Combs isn't the only one megastar in the cannabis industry. We all know that Jay-Z has the parent company and also has Monogram. Seth Rogen has Houseplant. Mike Tyson and Ric Flair, they have Tyson 2.0. Like the list goes on and on. So I'm wondering how this deal is really going to affect the industry. I think it will, because when you think about culture, Sean Diddy Combs has really been a part of the cannabis culture, the hip hop culture for forever. It's nothing new. This isn't a random sort of non-making sense figure coming into the cannabis industry. I think there's an opportunity here for, more highlight of what Black businesses can be and what Black brands can be when it comes to the cannabis industry on a larger level, on a multi-state operational level. It went into call, the company now the largest minority owned, vertically integrated company in the country. Uh, that's interesting. That's interesting, mainly because, when you think of MSOs, they don't always have the, at least for those of us in the cannabis industry, it just seems like monopolies, oligopolies, large companies who, found ways to really come into the market, gobble up space without there being a lot of social equity efforts in place to support Black and brown businesses. So my hope is that this partnership will only educate Sean Combs or Diddy on just, what a lot of advocates fight for on the day-to-day to support minority operators in the space, and how larger companies are also a part of that fight. It seems like he's very clear of that. He spoke about the 2% disparity of ownership for minority operators in the cannabis space in that article. So I'm really hoping that this deal isn't just a flashy deal. It's not just a, here's another big name celebrity entering the space, but rather one that can really impact change using Sean Diddy Combs's influence in the industry to really start to work on those repairs. So there should be a lot more advocacy work, I'm hoping, coming from the newly owned Cresco and Columbia Care company and camp. So, I think for the average cannabis consumer, especially on the East Coast, when we talk about brands and different types of cannabis products, I'm in New Jersey, and I can tell you there's still a big gap there. Outside of what Burner has done with cookies, a lot of people aren't really relating a plant product or a cannabis product to actually a celebrity name unless it's like super huge, right? It's still just like the strain. Oh, I'm getting strawberry pound cake or blueberry kush or gelato, especially here in the East Coast while the market just matures more. So there's great opportunity for brand ownership that's going to last a long time, generations, I would say, because we're at the building blocks in the East Coast for people to start to make those pairings that this brand is actually represented by this name, this company. That does not happen yet, right? So I'm hoping that this merger, or rather this acquisition, whatever you want to call it, will create space for people to start to put a name behind a cannabis brand and realize that, oh, this is a Black or brown person representing this brand. And I think that's where we all want to see the industry go towards. So TBD, I think we have to wait and see what more can come out of this news, but it is pretty exciting. Cannabis is, I read late in another article, the sixth cash crop for the United States economically right now. I think there's going to be um, a big reliance on the cannabis industry to produce money economically, especially federally, as we're moving towards that, just to prove the consistent growth this industry has globally, because it really is. So that is the news of the day for Friday. Thank you guys for joining me again. Drop your comments in it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still having mixed feelings. I can't say like woo woo, but I think it's just super fun. I think it's um Diddy went to Howard, and he's been a part of the culture. He's been a part of the industry, hip hop culture. So I think of all people, he does understand, what this means, especially to someone like me. That is representation. So I can't wait to see what happens. But as always, stay in touch with MCBA and everything we have coming on. Have a great Friday. If you're looking for anything, please visit our website, minoritycannabis.org. If you haven't yet, get your ticket. MJ Biz is in about 2 weeks. We will be seeing you out in Vegas. Join us on November 15th for our pre-party at our hotel suite. You can get that information once you get your ticket. I'll drop that link as well. And have a great Friday.